Anybody who has ever made a cheesecake knows the most annoying thing that can happen is right when you get to the end of it, you go open that oven door, and there it is, staring you right in the face. This crack, right in the middle of your cheesecake. Ruins the whole thing, and all you could think of is, I put all this time and energy into making this, just for it to come out like this? Well, today, we're going to show you exactly how to make a cheesecake where you will not only not see any cracks, but it'll consistently work every single time as long as you follow these steps. First, you want to wrap your springform pan in aluminum foil all the way to the top edge. You need to use a springform pan to make a cheesecake. If you don't have a springform pan, then you need to get one. If you don't want to get one, then I recommend not making a cheesecake. Unless you enjoy tormenting yourself, then have fun, I guess. Now you want to wrap your pan a second time and make sure you don't have any cracks or tears in your aluminum foil. If you do have a crack or a tear, you're going to have to redo it. We need the aluminum foil to create a waterproof barrier from the water bath in the oven. Now grease the inside of your pan with a spray or butter and cut out 3 strips of about 2-inch wide parchment paper to press against the inner walls of your pan. It should stick easy because of the spray or the butter that you've already applied. Once your pan looks like this, we will move into making our crust. We like making Oreo crust because the icing inside the cookies works like a secondary binder. All you do is place about 2 sleeves or 3.5 cups of Oreos in your food processor and blend it up. We are making a lemon raspberry cheesecake, so we went with the lemon Oreos here, but you can use whatever you want. You will now add 5 tablespoons of unsalted butter and blend until fully incorporated like this. Dump the Oreo crumbs into your pan and use a cup or something with a smooth round edge to press down your crust along the entire bottom of your pan. Now place the pan in the oven for about 10 to 12 minutes at 325 degrees Fahrenheit to solidify your crust. Now add 4 8-ounce room temperature blocks of cream cheese to a large mixing bowl. With that, add 1.5 cups of sugar, a half cup of all-purpose flour, and blend all that to combine. Add 1 cup of sour cream and blend that to combine. Add 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract and blend that. Now the alarm has gone off for our crust to come out of the oven, so we'll take that out and set that aside. Add 4 large eggs, one at a time. You need to blend each egg one at a time until completely homogenized until you add the next egg. All the blending in between ensures that you have a consistent texture throughout your cheesecake, so it is very important to not skip that. Finally, add in your 3/4 cups of heavy cream, and you're going to add that in half, and then blend, and then add in your other half and blend. Pour your mixture into your springform pan and level it out, and then place that pan in a large, deep baking pan. Fill up the baking pan halfway with water and place that in a 325 degree Fahrenheit oven for 1 hour and 15 minutes. When your timer goes off, don't take the cheesecake out of the oven yet. You can do a tap test and make sure it has a jello-like consistency, but if it is still a little more moist than that, leave it in the oven for another 5 minutes or until it reaches that consistency. Otherwise, turn off the oven and let it sit in the oven for another hour to slowly cool down. The slow cool down is extremely important to ensure that the cheesecake does not crack. Now that you have your perfect cheesecake with no cracks, we need to decorate it. What we did was we made a lemon curd by putting 1 egg and 2 egg yolks into a pot with 2/3 cups of sugar, a pinch of salt, the zest of 2 lemons, and the juice from those 2 lemons. Put that over medium to low heat until thickened to a syrup, and then took it off the heat and mixed in 6 tablespoons of unsalted softened butter until emulsified. Next, we will pick out all the pretty raspberries for a decorative topping and put 1 pint of the ugly ones in our pot with a 1/4 cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon lemon juice, then 3 tablespoons of water with 1 teaspoon cornstarch slurry. Put that on medium to low heat and cook out the juices. Press through a strainer to remove all the juice and back on the stove until thickened into a syrup. Now that we have our raspberry syrup, we can start decorating our cheesecake. Place the lemon curd on the top of the cheesecake in the center and spread it out evenly all the way to the outside edge. Next, we put down some paper towels so we could drizzle our raspberry syrup across our cheesecake in a crossing pattern to cover the whole cheesecake. Piled up some of the white chocolate curls in the center and lined up our raspberries on the outside edge with one in the middle. Finally, finished it with our chocolate pearls in between each raspberry just to solidify the entire design. And there you have it. The key to no crack cheesecake is heat and moisture control throughout the entire cooking process. Thanks for watching.